Welcome to Crantrak screencast number 2, dated February 14th, 2011. In today's screencast, I'm going to show you how to import soil and tissue samples once you've received them from your lab. When you receive your tissue and soil samples from the lab, hopefully you'll be receiving those via email. You're going to want to open up that email and right-click on those file attachments and perform the Save As option from the menu that appears and save them locally to your computer. Once you've got them saved locally, you're going to log on to Crantrak, and we're going to start with soil samples. So in the task pane, we're going to go to soil samples and click the Start button. The page that appears is your listing of soil samples that exist for the current year, and as you can see, we have none added to the system yet. We're going to go up and click the Import button. The page will change, asking us what file we want to import. What we're doing here is locating the file that you just saved from the email that you received from your lab. So we're going to go over and click the Browse button. In the menu that appears, this window, you will see that I've got a folder that I've called Ag Source Files, which is the lab I am getting soil and tissue samples from, and I've got the files that I've received from them named Soil Sample and Tissue Sample. I'm going to select Soil Sample and click Open. The page changes to show me the file that I just opened up. I'm going to click the Next button. The next prompt page changes to show you a source, and this may look a little odd, but hopefully eventually all of the labs out there get to the point where they are able to send you files electronically in a format that is readable. Currently only Ag Source, and that's what I tell you on this page, are importable. So if you're receiving files from another lab, please let me know so I can communicate with them to get compatibility to allow them to be imported into Crantrak. So all you simply do here is go up and click the Next button. The next page will show you all of the soil samples that are going to be pulled in from the file. I've got an important component highlighted in red here. It states the soil sample listing below needs to be reviewed for accuracy. And the important piece here is that if a lab changes their format of the file that they send you, and they do not inform me of that change, this data will become inaccurate. And this is very important. I want you to be bringing in accurate data. So what you need to do is go through this list and do a review of these numbers to look to see if they seem within reason. Once you've done that, you go up and click the Save button, and the system will tell you that those soil samples were successfully imported. Very easy process. When I click the Close button now, you will see that I have those soil samples listed in my soil samples screen, which I can then edit, delete, do whatever that I so wish at this point. Importing tissue samples into Crantrak is almost the same procedure as importing a soil sample. Instead, we are going to go down and click the Start button next to Tissue Samples. The first page that appears shows us our tissue sample listing, which is just a listing of tissue samples that are currently in Crantrak for the given year. We are again going to go up and click the Import button. The page will change to ask us for the file that we received from the lab. We're going to click the Browse button, locate that file where we saved it, and again click on the correct tissue or soil sample. Click Open. I'm going to move up and click the Next button. Again, there is a page that tells you that the only lab at this time that is importable into Crantrak is Ag Source. And again, if you are receiving files from another lab, you need to let me know so I can get in contact with that lab to get import capability. At this point, we're going to go up and click the Next button. This page will then show us all the tissue samples that are going to be imported into Crantrak. It will list the bed, the date, and all of the other information that goes along with that tissue sample. And again, there's an important notice highlighted in red that you need to review this for accuracy in case a lab changes their file format without informing me. Again, we want accurate data to be imported into Crantrak. Once you've reviewed that, you want to move up and click the Save button. and your tissue samples are imported into Crantrak. I'm going to click the close button to go back, and I will then see my list of tissue samples. Thanks for watching Crantrak screencast number 2.